What's going on, everybody? C4 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the single worst rating on every individual team based upon their base overall ratings in Madden 19. Now, I don't want this to become an inadvertently just negative video, vulgarities left, right, and center, people need to lose their jobs, this and that. I do know for a fact that people that may have influence, may work on the ratings, do watch my content, and this is just an open discussion. This is just football fans debating with other football fans what I think the ratings should be, what I think some are super high, what I think some are super low. For the most part, I'm going to try to keep it moving because this is my third time recording this. The other times it's gone on 20 minutes because I just go on rants about why players should be certain things. I'm more so just going to kind of make a point and move on, and that's going to be it, and I'll leave the discussion to happen in the comment section below. We're going to work our way down from the Bills. We're going to start in the AFC East and go all the way down to the NFC West. And yeah, you're going to see ratings that I think are too high, but also ratings that I think are too low and deserve a boost. So start with the Buffalo Bills. We have Micah Hyde, who got a 92 overall. That is far too high. I think you should get an 87, 88 because inconsistent. This is just inconsistent across the ratings that we saw here in Madden. We've seen guys that have one big year, and they got upwards of plus 10 to their base overall from Madden 18. Micah Hyde is a prime example of that. But then you see other guys, I'm just going to roll up. Cam Hayward, CJ Mosley, Carson Wentz, Quan Alexander. All these guys had great years. They did not get the same plus 10 boost to their rating overall. So the inconsistency across that, a little too rich for my blood. I think he should probably start at 87, 88. And then if he can continue next season, he's going to grow into the 92. Going to the Jets, it's Sam Darnold getting a 75. Just because we know the base ratings of the rookies, you know, Josh Allen got a 74, Lamar Jackson 79, Baker Mayfield got an 81. Sam Darnold probably should have been in that 77, 78 range because he is much closer to the group of Lamar Jackson and Baker Mayfield than he is Josh Allen. Now, I do think he is a project player. He's not anywhere close to a complete quarterback. He had far too many turnovers at USC, but still, as a prospect, having him just 1 point above Josh Allen versus 5 to 6 beyond his other counterparts, way too big of a gap. Go to the Miami Dolphins, Danny Amendola getting 85. That's ridiculous. He's a playoff performer in the regular season. He's meh. His average, his athletic ability is starting to decline. Danny Amendola is a 79, 80 for me. New England Patriots, Dante Hightower got an 84 overall. Again, more inconsistency because this, he didn't have a good year last year because he was injured. But if you take the beginning of the year and compound that with what he did in the 2016-2017 season, he is an elite outside linebacker. He should be an 86 to 88, somewhere in that range. But I guess he's an 84 because of injury. But we saw guys like J.J. Watt, like Aaron Rodgers, like Odell Beckham Jr., if not maintain their rating, get a better starting overall. So why a guy like Dante Hightower was punished for injury, apparently, doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Go to Cleveland Browns. We have Jabrill Peppers, who got a 78 overall. So basically, I'm pretty sure he finished with a 68 last year in Madden. He was playing at a position. Now he's going to his more natural spot. So we give him a plus 10. I think Jabrill Peppers should probably start at a 74, 75, around what his rookie rating should be now that he's playing in his more natural position. Going to the Cincinnati Bengals, we have Tyler Eifert with an 89 overall. Again, I don't think players inadvertently should be punished too harshly for injury, but Tyler Eifert hasn't played for like 2 years. So I think a guy getting him a starting point of an 89 is a little too high. I'd give him 85, 86, and then if he can stay healthy and reestablish his red zone, lethal red zone connection with Andy Dalton, he could certainly get that bump back up. Going to the Pittsburgh Steelers, we have Cam Hayward, who got an 88 overall. I think he is, without a doubt, like a top 5, 3-4 defensive end in football and should have been at 100% 90 plus. I would have him 90, 91. The fact that he's right there in terms of turnovers and sacks from the 3-4 end spot, 88 is too low. Going to the Baltimore Ravens, CJ Mosley with an 84. I would have given it an 86 to 87. I think he's one of the best linebackers in the league. And while he may not be a Pro Football Focus darling, we do know Pro Football Focus does have some influence over these ratings, and as they should. I think, just the eye test. The eye test is a rating, if you will, or an indicator, or I don't know what the proper word is, a je ne sais quoi. It's something that should be heavily influenced to a rating as well. Watching them play. And if you watch the Ravens defense play, everything goes through CJ Mosley, and an 84 does not represent what he brings to the Ravens defense, nor his ability. Going to the Indianapolis Colts, we have Jabaal Sheard with an 89 overall. Again, he's a Pro Football Focus darling. That's why he's getting this, because of how he grades out against the run. He had an alright year in terms of sacks, but the position scheme switched from a 3-4 to a 4-3 on top of just that 89 being inflated. I think a good starting point for Jabaal Sheard should be 84, 85. Going to the Houston Texans, Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu getting a 93 overall. I know there's a lot of Cardo fans that have been tagging me at Twitter saying, look, he was an 80-81 last year, and now he just makes the change to Houston and gets a upwards of a 12-point boost. I am as big a Honey Badger fan as anyone out there, but a 93 is a little ridiculous from that. I would have given an 86, 87, which still probably would trigger a couple Cardinal fans because, you know, that's already a 5-point at least boost from what he was there. But I do think the change of scenery will help him out a little bit, and he is going to a better scheme to utilize his talent. But 93 that's a little much. Going to the Jacksonville Jaguars, we have Calais Campbell, who got a 92 overall. Now, for me, he was my pick for Defensive Player of the Year. He was Saxonville. He was the man that kind of changed the culture there at Jacksonville. And the fact that he broke all the records, like all the single-season records for the Jags, I would have given him a 95, 96. I think he really deserves to be the upper echelon of defensive end, whereas right now, he's just amongst the elite. Going to the Tennessee Titans, we have Derrick Henry, who got an 86 overall. I would have given him an 83, 84. As of right now, he is a backup running back that has his opportunity to be the starter, to be the bell cow, even though Dion Lewis is going to be, you know, put in there a little bit. And I just think 86, the fact that he's higher over guys that have been proven starting running backs, like Jordan Howard, that's a big one. I think 86 is a little too generous for Derrick Henry for a starting spot. Again, give him that 83 and then wait till week 2, week 3, once he has proven that he has established himself as a lead back, and then you get that 86. Going to the Kansas City Chiefs, we're talking about some rookies. It's Armani Watts, the safety from Texas A&M. He got a 68. I thought that low-key was an exceptional pick, and I think he could very well emerge as the starter with Eric Berry back there in the secondary. Great coverage ability, so I'd give him a 72, 73. Going to the Raiders, talking about another rookie, Kolten Miller got a 77 out of UCLA, and for the most part, he is regarded as a project tackle, has immense upside, a great athlete, but a 77 is more so for a guy that is going to have no issues and can plug and play right away. I would have given him a 74, 75. Going to the Denver Broncos, it's going to be Von Miller of the 99 club. Based off of last year, I know it's marketing, I know this and that, and maybe talent-wise he could, but just based upon the quality of work of that Broncos defense that he is the face of last year and his stats, that was not a 99 overall season. I would give him a 97, 98. He is without a doubt an elite player on defense, but I just do not think any way, shape, or form Von Miller deserves that illustrious 99. Going to the Chargers, we're going to talk about Casey Hayward, who got a 91. I think that's a little bit low. Knowing and seeing that guys like Desmond Trufant got a 93, I think Casey Hayward definitely deserves 92, 93, somewhere in that range. He's a Pro Football Focus darling. I know that's a key word that we're talking about for some of these guys. As well as the production is there. The turnovers, the pass deflections. I think he should not be in that group of the 89 to 91, so he should really take that next step and be considered a top 5. Because I think he's the sixth best corner right now. Going to the Philadelphia Eagles. It's going to be Carson Wentz. I didn't want to do it because I've talked about it multiple times, but Wentz being an 86 is ridiculous. He needs to be an 88, 89, especially if Cam Newton's an 88. There, point blank period. You'll never be able to convince me otherwise. Going to the Dallas Cowboys, Tyron Smith being a 95. I've actually got this feedback from Cowboy fans on Reddit and on Twitter that 95 is high for Tyron Smith. Now, we know how good he is. We saw what happened when Tyron Smith wasn't playing. Dak Prescott died. He got like 8 sacks given up against friggin' Claiborne in the Falcons game. But even when Tyron Smith was in, he did not look as good as he has in years past. And I think this 95 is purely reputation based, whereas Pro Football Focus, which I do think for offensive linemen should be a massive influence, Tyron Smith was nowhere near a 95 Pro Football Focus grade. He wasn't even, I think he was like mid 80s. So to have that kind of generosity given to his rating, I think is really crazy. I would have given him 91, 92, which for the record is still higher than anyone on the Philadelphia Eagles tackle spots. Going to which I disagree with. I think Lane Johnson should be a 93, not a 91. Next up, going to the Giants, we have Evan Ingram, who got an 85 overall. I probably would have given something between 81 and 83, understanding that David Njoku got an 81 and OJ Howard got a 79. There's no way that Evan Ingram's 5 to 6 points better in terms of production than those guys. All three of them had respectable rookie seasons. I think 85 is a little too generous for Evan Ingram, especially considering how one-dimensional he is. Going to the Redskins, sticking with the tight end spot, it's Jordan Reed getting the 94. Again, he has been hurt for multiple years. When was the last time he played more than like 6 games? When healthy, 94 could be justified. When last time he was healthy for a significant amount of time, he was dominant. But a 94 coming in as the 3rd highest rated tight end is absolutely absurd. The fact that he's higher than Delaney Walker, Greg Olsen, Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz in particular, for me, obviously as an Eagle fan, is insane. I would give Jordan Reed an 87, 88, and then if he can prove that he can stay healthy and rack up some yards, then you can get him up into that 90-plus territory. Going to the Tampa Bay Bucks, it's going to be Quan Alexander getting an 80. Quan Alexander makes a Pro Bowl. Quan Alexander always has like 130 plus tackles, multiple interceptions, forced fumbles. He's really, really good. He's constantly underrated in Madden. I think the last 3 years he's got like an 80 starting over point. I have no idea why it's that low. I would have given him an 84, 85. We have Cam Meredith on the Saints, 83. What? He's had like one good year and has been hurt and banged up for every other year or a non-factor. 83 makes absolutely no sense. I would give him 77, 78, and that's maybe being a little bit generous. Going to the Carolina Panthers, we have Cam Newton getting 88. He had 22 touchdowns, 16 picks. I do know that the running ability and all that stuff does affect your rating, but Cam Newton being the 6th highest overall rated quarterback is ridiculous. I think he, without a doubt, was a top 10 quarterback, but I probably would have given Cam Newton somewhere in the 85 to 86 range. Going to the Atlanta Falcons, Desmond Trufant getting a 93. I think without a doubt it's almost uncontested. Him and Jalen Ramsey are the two best press cover corners in football. But the fact that he is higher than Xavier Rhodes, Darius Slay, Casey Hayward, no. I would have given Desmond Trufant a 90 to 91. Going to the Green Bay Packers, Tramon Williams with a 78. Now this is another guy coming kind of like the inverse of Honey Badger. Trufant was like an 88 last year with the Cardinals. Yes, I get he's up there in age, but a 10-point decrease. I don't really know why that's there. He's a Pro Football Focus darling, had a bunch of turnovers, was really, really productive for the Cardinals. I would have given him a starting spot of an 82, 83. Going to the Detroit Lions, we have LeGarrette Blount getting an 87. This is coming from an Eagles fan. More often than not, I wanted LeGarrette Blount out of the game. He was a drive killer. He was a momentum killer. He had a really big game against the Chargers, had some big runs occasionally, but he was at almost consistently, once Jai came in, the worst running back out of Jai, Corey Clement, and himself. So I would give LeGarrette Blount an 82, 83 start. We have the Chicago Bears. I'm going Mitchell Trubisky getting a 74. I think what we saw last year looked promising. I think we see the upside, and judging where these rookie quarterbacks this year are getting rated, he's the same rating as Josh Allen. Let's just put it that way. No, I would give Trubisky a 76, 77. I think that'd be a fair starting point. Just, no progression over what he got last season, and let's see if he can turn it around with Matt Nagy at the helm. Going to the Minnesota Vikings, Harrison Smith getting a 97. I think he should be a 99. I thought he was a almost a lock to be a perfect 99 because he essentially broke the Pro Football Focus rating system last year. Finishing with the NFC West, we have the Seattle Seahawks. I'm going Jamarco Jones, the rookie tackle out of Ohio State who got a 66. I could very well see him challenging for that right tackle spot. I would have given him a 71, 72. We have the Arizona Cardinals. Chandler Jones getting an 89. He led the league in sacks, and he got an 89. I would definitely give him 92, 93. He's very much a prolific edge rusher, and an 89 is not fair, especially if Jabaal Sheard is getting an 89. Going to the Rams, Todd Gurley with a 92. I would have given Todd Gurley a 94, 95. He was definitely a fringe, if not, uncrowned MVP champion if you're asking the Rams fans. And I think considering that he got 2,000 yards from scrimmage, double-digit touchdown, almost 2,000 yards, double-digit touchdowns, almost. No, he got 2,000 yards, and he had 19 touchdowns. He was the offensive player of the year. He's behind Ezekiel Elliott. He's behind David Johnson. I think he should very well be right there with Le'Veon Bell at the tops of the running back rankings. And then finishing up, just with the Niners, it's Dante Pettis, the wide receiver out of Washington. I think he's a tremendous fit for that offense, but him getting a 76, especially over Cortland Sutton, over Anthony Miller, is a little too rich for my blood. I would have given him a nice starting point of a 72, 73, and then if everything clicked like it should, then you can generously boop his rating up throughout the year. And he probably would already be, if he was a 72, 73, one of my candidates to finish as the highest gainer from rookie till end of season. So there you go, guys. Those are my worst ratings for Madden 19. Let me know yours in the comment section below. Let me know what you would change about these ratings in the comment section below as I start to gather information for my own custom roster. As always, if it's your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Madden 19 season is going to be on fire here on the channel. And until next time, it's C4 saying peace out.